Good evening everyone, welcome to, well, what I can only say is a very cloudy Palmanova this evening. Just let me know if you can hear me and you can see me. There is a live chat box on this live stream. I can see there's a few of you in waiting already. I shall turn the camera around and let's get this live stream started. Good evening everyone, welcome to my live stream from over here in what I can only say is a very cloudy and, well, unexpectedly cloudy Palmanova this evening. Up until around 4 o'clock this afternoon we had some lovely sunshine. It was absolutely gorgeous, and suddenly this cloud has descended into what I can only describe as almost like this Dickensian, this 19th century fog over Palmanova. You're being shortchanged tonight, but don't worry, this is still going to be a good live stream. We're going to head on through the resort, we're going to head on into the direction of Palmanova. So let me turn the camera around and let's have a quick look at the beach. Now I can see we have already got 71 people here on this live stream. Wayne, good evening, thank you so much for your super chat already. You're over on the 14th of October and you want to meet up with myself and Andrew from Loving Life Mallorca. Perfect, I'm pretty sure we can arrange that. That should be good fun. I can see some more on the live as well. Linda, good evening. I know you are coming over to Magaluf later on in the season. I just want to say a very quick happy birthday to Tracy Long as well. His birthday is on Monday. Happy birthday, Tracy. Dave, roughly, I don't think you're actually on this live because according to Lindsay, you are doing some wedding photography this evening. Well, I hope your day has gone well, my friends. Let me see who else is in. Admin Anne. Welcome. We have Admin Anne from the Facebook group moderating the stream here this evening. Very quick update from Admin Anne. I popped over to, as many of you all know, Anne broke her leg right at the beginning of June and it still isn't right. So she's back in hospital. I went over to Son Matias hospital to see her. You can see the photo on the Facebook group, but she's doing okay. She's moderating the stream this evening. Welcome, Anne. Nice to have you in here tonight. Right, let me just switch this back again. Who else have we got in? We've got quite a few people in. I'm going to go through who's in the live chat this evening, but for now, let's get started. Check this out, folks. Look what's happened here to the iconic Calvia sign that we have here on the far end of Palmanova. If anyone is responsible for this, please let me know now, but it appears to be a little bit broken, so I don't know when that's going to be fixed. Let's see who else we've got in this evening. Let me know where you're watching from as well. Sharon, good evening. So nice to see you. Chris, hello. Yes, it is warm out here. It has been absolutely toasting today. We have had highs of 30 degrees. It's actually felt warmer than 30 degrees. We have about 28 degrees now, but the real feel is 30 degrees here in Palmanova this evening, just because of the sheer humidity. It is incredibly humid here tonight, so it's going to be a hot live stream. I thought we were done with the hot live streams. We haven't just yet. And do you know what? Tomorrow's going to be even warmer. It's going to be around 31 daytime temperature, and the clouds should clear for tomorrow too. So I know I normally do these live streams on the Sunday night, but with school going back, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So I'm going to pop in the odd Saturday evening live stream. We'll see how it goes, see if you guys enjoy it, especially while we've still got some daylight hours. Max, good evening. Thank you so much for your super chat as well. That is very kind. And greetings over there in Munich. The stranded yacht in Son Matias beach. Well, we're going to go and check that out. It has actually gone now. Right, I'm just looking over to my right here, over the Fergus Palmanova hotel. Very nice, perfectly located hotel, as you may well have seen. I'm going to point out a few hotels on the way because I know there are many of you that are coming over to Mallorca in the next couple of months before the end of the season. Clive, good evening. And you're coming over with Glenda as well in 18 days. That sounds fantastic. Good evening also to Alex from Germany as well. Fantastic. We've got, good evening. Got a few of our German friends on the live stream tonight. Fantastic to have you here. I hope you can understand the English, by the way. I know my accent can be a little bit hard to understand sometimes. Now I'm just looking out over the bay here and you can see this huge silvery grey super yacht. It's a private yacht, it's not naval, but it is somebody's very plush yacht here. I don't know whose yacht it is. If you are watching this live stream and you're on that yacht, feel free to jump on and let us know, give us some more information. We'd love to hear all about it. Dragonfly Promotions, Lindsay and Dave, good evening. Thank you so much for your super chat tonight. Thank you. Dave, I'm not sure if you're watching or not. Are you still filming? If you're watching on catch up, thank you very much. Does look like Lindsay's got the credit card. Thanks, Lindsay. Caroline, good evening. You're over next week as well. I know one of our regulars as well. I know Faith is over here too, up in Sawyer. Faith, if you're watching this, I hope you are having a wonderful holiday too. I'm just scrolling back through the chat, guys. Got so many messages here. I'm just trying to get through them. Diane, good evening. Pham De Jong, hello. Lovely to have you here. Sue and Alan, good evening to you as well. Annette, can I say hello to John and Elaine? We love your channel and have an apartment over in Tacoma. From Kenny, Annette, from Scotland. Yay, I've done it. Sorry, just trying to make out the text and read at the same time and walk at the same time. Lindsay is saying Dave is there. Dave, good evening. I hope everything went well okay. Droning of Life, I know you've been over here in Palmanova for a holiday. I hope you've had a fantastic time. I think you have done, and thank you very much for your yacht on Son Matias beach updates when all of that was going on. Much appreciated. Jeff, good evening to you too. Jeff, Jim, hello to you. You're coming over to Camp Pickerford in 3 weeks to celebrate your 1 year wedding anniversary. And you're extremely excited. Well, I'm not surprised, especially if these temperatures keep up. It's going to be like summer version 2, because this is what it feels like. The past few days we've had some very, very warm temperatures over here in We've had some very, very warm temperatures over here in Mallorca. It's been absolutely boiling. So I thought when we enter September things would cool down a little bit. They haven't really during the day, hey, and if you are coming out particularly this month, I think you can be sure of some very, very warm temperatures. But just on the off chance things do change, and things can get pretty changeable during the month of September, make sure you bring out a cardigan, maybe a pair of trousers if you are packing, because it all could change as we go on later on in the month. Pham De Jong, bless you. Thank you so much for your super chat this evening. Very much appreciated, thank you. Vivian, good evening. Lee, wait, I know you are here somewhere. Do you know what, I saw you pop up as I was reading out another comment. I think you're watching, so big hello to you, Lee. And also to Kerry, Vivian as well, and to the very lovely Imogen Grace. So this is the first kind of area we've got around here with some shops. Got a big free car park right up here in front of me. It's not looking very busy over here at the moment, but I can assure you when I did walk through earlier, it was absolutely packed. I'm just coming through the bus stop here as well. This is one of the main bus stops here on this side of Palmanova. And also, if you're thinking it's going to be a little bit quieter now in September, well, I'm actually thinking that we're seeing almost the same amount of people that we're seeing over here in August, apart from the school kids, obviously, from other countries. But Palmanova Beach today was actually quite packed, and I have been down here for the most part of the day. I came down here for lunch with some friends. We were at the Olive Tree restaurant. I know I mention the Olive Tree all the time, but that's actually the second time I've eaten there this week. So I've actually spent most of the day down here, so let's have a look. Now the evenings are drawing in a bit, and with this live stream I had hoped that we could get a little bit of a sunset tonight, which is why I did want to do this evening, aside from the fact it's going to be just a little bit cooler. But I do have my doubts. We may get a little tiny bit of a glow coming off the water later, but we'll go and check that out. Let's go and have a look at the beach. I'll check out that boat that I can see just in the background here. Someone's amazing multi-million euro super yacht. You know, there are cheaper ways of coming to Palmanova than on the super yacht, but it's nice to see that the rich and famous are over here too. Sarah Sparkles, oh bless you, good evening. Do you know what? I realise we've had a lady comment on the channel actually over the past few weeks called Sarah Sparkles, and I thought, what a fantastic YouTube name. And then suddenly a video popped up on my home screen from Sarah, and she stayed at the Hotel Guadalupe over in Magaluf. So if any of you are thinking or planning on booking that particular hotel, Sarah does actually have a video about the Hotel Guadalupe over on her channel. And do you know what, Sarah, you haven't once mentioned that you're a YouTuber either, and you haven't self-promoted yourself, so I'm just going to promote it for you. Very nice video. You can have a look inside the hotel, and I'll tell you what, if anyone's actually booked that hotel, the breakfast looks absolutely amazing. I was watching it last night thinking I could tuck into those donuts. Jeff, you're over as well at the same time as Linda over in Magaluf. Fantastic. Chris, yes, these hotel prices, they're not cheap for September, and I've had some comments on the channel this week and also over in the Facebook group that people were looking to come out this week and this month, and unfortunately they have been quite high, that still the prices are still knocking a little bit on the high side. Craig from the channel, that's quite nice. Thank you very much for your super chat as well. Lovely to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, good evening. And I've got Jeff as well saying that the Hotel Guadalupe is also a really nice place too. Droning of Life, I don't know what your name is, but you must come back out here, sneak over for a weekend. Some of the low-cost flights are quite cheap out of the school holidays, and you can often get a pretty good deal and then get a hotel on something like Booking quite cheaply. Try and sneak in those last-minute breaks before we go and hit winter. Let's go and have a quick look. Let's see what the piano bar's looking like this evening. Now, there is an amazing ice cream place. I've gone shooting past it again. There's a tourist shop here called Sherlock. Right next to it, you can just see the yellow ice cream. It's a really lovely local ice cream place. Really recommend it as well. Sharon, good evening. Thank you so much for your super chat. That is very much appreciated. I am getting some strange looks. I don't think many people are walking down the street talking to themselves. It's quite funny. Ah, look, okay, so I'm coming up towards the very popular piano bar here, and I'm actually amazed that we've got 100 and, is that 163 people on this live this evening. Thank you very much for joining me, because it does look like there's a match on, so very much appreciated. Of course, if you are coming over here and you want to watch some football, this is a really popular place to come to. I don't know who's playing tonight actually, but we'll see, because we'll go past Paradise Beach as well and go and check that out too. Des, good evening. Lovely to have you here as well. And James, hello. Good evening to you as well. You're getting ready to have your week off? Brilliant, good evening to Callum as well, if Callum is watching tonight. Look, we're just coming up to Paradise Island. What's the signal like, guys? Can you let me know? Is it cutting out? Because at the moment I'm getting loads of chat messages popping up very, very suddenly. So I don't know whether the stream is cutting or if it's actually an okay stream. I'm really keeping my fingers crossed on this one, just because of the weather. I don't know if it affects the internet coverage at all. I mean, it may well do. Sheila and Andrew, good evening. Thank you so much for your super chat as well. And you're coming over to Santa Ponsa in April. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Look, there's some more bars over here, and I'm just going to quickly show these bars just across the way here. Is that Newcastle United playing by any chance? I see the stripy black and white stripes. But look, a whole stretch of bars over here too. We've got Castaways, got Il Tano restaurant. So we've got a really good section of places as well to get your cocktails. We've got Banana Joe's across the way as well. They're all very busy this evening, we can see. We've also got there's a little bit of a kids park still going on for the younger kids. Let's head along the beach. Sarah, thank you so much, hey. Thank you for letting me know about the signal, and thank you. Guys, I just wish we had slightly better weather for you this evening. Oh, bless you, thank you. Oh, bless you, thank you. See you, bye. Julianne, you are saying that you stayed at the Hotel Zafiro a few weeks ago. It was your first visit to Mallorca and you absolutely loved it. Is that the one in Palmanova? Is that the Zafiro Hotel in Palmanova? I'd love to know actually. It looks like a fab hotel actually. Eleanor, good evening. You're in Santa Ponsa in April and you're looking forward to it. I'm not surprised. I think I've read that message out. Where am I? I'm going down the list here. David, Sally Ann and yourself, you're going to be over in 17 days. Brilliant. Oh great, we've got a football update here. It's Wales. Wales 21 and Portugal 8. Is that football or is that rugby? Am I watching the wrong game here? Let's just have a quick look at the beach here, look. Let me just pan round. Sheila and Andrew, Toby, are you celebrating your 10th birthday on Tuesday? I'm wishing you a very happy birthday in advance. I hope I'm the first person that's wished you a happy birthday. Please have a lovely day. Oh, bless you, Lee. Thank you so much for your super chat this evening. You're watching whilst talking to Kerry on the phone. Kerry, good evening. I don't know if you can hear me, but hello from down here in Palmanova. I hope you're having a nice weekend and you're back. And you guys are back on the 27th of October. Oh my goodness, I can just hear some music then. My goodness, I just forgot to stop talking. My goodness, I just hope that does not get picked up by the YouTube gremlins. I was just reading the chat then and I could hear this copyright music in the background. For those of you new to my live streams, copyrighted music is actually very bad for any kind of live stream because it just simply means that your video does get demonetized. My mind was somewhere else. I was just going through the comments and walking as well. Now we're leaving behind the Zell Hotel, which is the brand new hotel you can see behind me, look. Quite a few people are still out there this evening. But it's kind of getting up towards dinner time now and people are starting to head out for a bite to eat. If the music does get picked up by YouTube, whenever you mute a part of a video, it kills all the chat. So if you are watching this and the chat has gone, if you're watching on replay and the chat has gone, it means that the video was being monetized and I had to kill the music, which often means the chat goes too. Kay Gosling, bless you. Thank you so much for your super chat as well. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you so much, hey. We've got a little bit of an empty beach over here down Palmanova side. This is the side of the beach actually. You obviously can't see it now, but if you want to go on the banana boats, they've got them on the far end of Palmanova Beach. And just to remind you as well, if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen any of my Palmanova videos before, we've got 3 amazing beaches down here and I'm on the second beach here in Palmanova, and this is Palmanova Beach. The first beach we walked along was Portanova Beach, and the third beach that we're going to head to in a second is Son Matias. beach too. Now we've got just coming past the Diner Beach Club. Got so many beachfront restaurants down here as well. You're really spoilt for choice for places to eat. Anita, I'm right on the spot where you were just a few nights ago, my goodness. And Ian, you're coming over to stay in the tent as well, the tent in Palmanova. Not a tent, but the tent hotel. Quite an interesting choice of name on that one, I think. Right, let's just come up the side of the very beautiful and grey Palmanova Beach. Guys, I'm absolutely gutted that the clouds has come in. We've actually had some rather dodgy weather this summer, actually. And even on my last live stream down here in Palmanova, which was during August, we had these really high winds and it was looking a bit grey and murky then too. I can promise you that the sun does actually come out, but it's just every time I seem to be down here, every time I try and live stream from down here, we're just having these very bizarre weather conditions. If you want to see what Palmanova looks like during the day, do go back onto my channel. I do have plenty of videos from there, filmed in much nicer weather conditions. But this is what we're going to get at this time of year. We've got the threat of a few showers going on into next week, which, well, it's September, so it's not too unusual. But normally the sea over here is so crystal clear and turquoise and absolutely stunning. It just looks a shame. It looks more like Lake Windermere up in Cumbria on a grey day in England, but hey. If you are coming out, well, it's still Spain and it's got everything attached to it. So all the wonderful restaurants and the beach as well, and the sea's very warm at this time of year too. Now I'm just coming down the side of the St Lucia, the Santa Lucia Hotel. You can see the dining room behind me, but everyone's having dinner. You can see the very lovely leisure area here too. The only downside with this hotel is that you get passers-by having a good look in, which is what I'm doing at the moment. I can see, look, we've got some, we've got a family staying over there, and they've picked me up on the live stream. Good evening. Cheers. But I mean, this is a fantastic hotel. Check this out. Look at the views over here, and look, you can get even better views of that amazingly grey silver boat that we can see over there, and everyone else that is moored too. Right, the third boat, the third beach on our walk today. We're coming up towards the Son Matias beach. You may remember, if you had a look at my shorts feed from a couple of weeks ago, there was a yacht which ran aground here on the beach following the huge storms that we had. Well, it was actually the second storm we had at the beginning of September. There was a rescue attempt from residents trying to move the yacht off the beach. It didn't work, and then I think they got a boat to move it one morning. So thanks to the droning of life for giving me the update of when that boat actually went, because it just disappeared. One I think it was a Saturday morning, it just went. Jim, you're saying you live near Windermere and it's looking similar. I'm just looking at this thinking, last time I went to the Lake District, this is what we had here. It was a bit of a grey trip.
I only joined your site last week.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Brilliant. You get new subscribers all the time. That gentleman's just said that he's just joined the channel. If you are new to my channel actually, and you're new to this live stream, well, I'm Alex. I've lived here in Mallorca for the best part of 18 years, since 2005. I've got loads of videos on my channel, lots of travel guides, travel tips, holiday news, all about the island, so do hit that subscribe button. If you're planning a holiday over here, either this year or maybe for next summer, or even in the future too, I've got loads of content coming out this winter too to help you plan your holiday. And also I'm going to be doing a little bit of moving to Mallorca content, quite possibly, maybe in a slightly different format, but I'll let you know about that in the future. because I know there are a few of you over there wanting to check that out. Just coming up past the F&C restaurant over here. Andrew McVeigh, good evening, you're on the live stream tonight. Loved your live from over at the port last night as well. Sarah, yes, do you know what, it is actually, it is still beautiful down here, even though it is cloudy. Do you know what, I think we might get a sunset. I can actually just see the sun to my right hand side. You might get a little bit of a golden glow. I'm going to keep walking down, see if we can catch it. Right down this street here, right behind this road, we've got some other restaurants. If you're looking to eat over here, don't forget to head down this back street too. Tommy, good evening. Thank you so much for your super chat tonight. I hope all's good for you over in Scotland. Thank you so much. Just pointing out as well, my daughter and her friend this afternoon after lunch over at the Olive Tree, they ran down the back of the beach here to get to the Mr. Whippy ice cream shop. I do believe it's the only Mr. Whippy on the island. Make sure you check that out if you do enjoy a Mr. Whippy ice cream. Hello, how are you?
You were on Facebook, yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah,
I'm live now on YouTube. Yes, I am. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
Here you go. Look. So, how's your holiday going?
Oh, fantastic. We love Palmanova.
Oh, brilliant. And how long are you here for?
We just landed with 2 weeks.
Oh, fantastic. You're going to have an amazing time.
No, we do.
Yeah.
Oh, we do every time we do.
Brilliant. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye. Bye. Oh, bless them. Oh, that is so fantastic. I can't believe it. So people are still coming to the island for holidays, and my goodness, it's nice to see everywhere looking so busy. Look outside the Son Matias Beach Hotel here as well. It's quite busy down here too. Yes, Catherine, do I have any plans to return to Calador? I certainly do. I'm waiting for the weather on that one, to be honest. Just because I think a trip to Calador really does deserve some nice weather. It's so beautiful over there. They have had some quite choppy seas I've seen on social media this week with the storms that we have had. Let me just pan around Son Matias Beach here. So it has been a little bit stormy over there too, but I am waiting for some nice weather to get back to Calador. I've got lots of updates actually from down there, so and some other videos that I do want to make from that area. I do have something else planned for that side of the island too, but let's just wait for the weather, because we do actually have a small chance of rain this evening. I don't think it's going to rain. It feels like it could rain actually, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it actually won't. Oh look, just coming up past Seeso as well. It's quite busy in there tonight. They had some live music on here earlier as well. Lots of places down here in Palmanova having live music, so if you are looking for some live music down this side of the beach, you're going to find lots of options. We've also got a few venues as well where you can go and see some live singers as well, a little bit further back, and the name of the place has just literally slipped from my head. Maybe somebody can tell me. Right near Palmanova Beach there's a huge venue where you can go and watch some live singers as well, and I literally cannot remember it, but I'll have to go out one evening and maybe try and make a video about it. Oh, I'm getting asked about the mosquitoes, those pesky mosquitoes. Well, yes, they're out in force. I actually, do you know what, I've come out this evening, I came out today without any mosquito repellent on. I haven't actually been bitten, which is amazing. I haven't been bitten so far this evening during the stream either. It's not so bad over here in Palmanova. I would say over Muro Way, Alcudia Way. I was up that way last weekend, and yes, I did get a little bit bitten. I got a couple of bites. So as I've said in my videos, just make sure you go very well prepared, wear all the repellents, get the plugins for your hotel room as well, and hopefully you'll come through all of that bite free. If you don't wear insect repellents, then you probably will get bitten if you're susceptible to them. I'm loving that people are still on the beach actually. It's so hot down here, I'm not surprised. Stadium 6, thank you Linda, yes. Further back in Palmanova, near where the shops were, where I paused for a moment, is a place called Stadium 63. It's a great night, you can pop in there, they've got some live singers over there too. I'm actually just passing by Origin 2. They have live music up here, right on the roof, as you can see. Look, it's quite busy up there. We've got quite a few people coming up for some cocktails. They normally have live music over in Origin 2. I know they do a Sunday brunch as well. And they have a DJ playing up there on the Sunday as well. So that's another venue worth going to. So this is the olive tree I'm just coming up to. This is where we were for the best part of the afternoon, and I was back here as well a few days ago with another friend having lunch. I have to say the lunches over here are just absolutely amazing. They've got a great wraps menu as well, so I'm busy working my way through that menu. Absolutely delicious, but you can see how busy it is. I think when we came over for lunch, we actually booked a table, and I can see pretty much every single table is booked over in the olive tree. The beach house is also looking busy as well. My goodness me. And look, there's even a bit of a queue going on just down here too, down in the Zen Bar and Lounge. No, it's not the Zen Bar and Lounge, it's somewhere else. Let's have a look. The Zen's right at the end here. We've got another place on the block here. Also looking very lovely. But my goodness, it's looking busy. This is another live music venue too. They normally have a guitarist over here at the Zen. I don't know if they've got one in this evening. But let's go and see if we can see a little bit of a sunset going on. I'm just going to pop down the jetty here and just turn back and look. And after that, we're going to head on over in towards Magaluf tonight. I haven't really done Palmanova justice. I'm going to have to come back and kind of do a much more thorough live down here and a much better walk, but I wanted to try and get in both resorts this evening. Let me just give you some views across the beach here. Sarah, you've said, have I tried the Toki chocolate bar yet? No, oh no, do you know what, I haven't. My next trip to the supermarket, I'm going to go and get one. You've recommended them on, I can't remember whether it was over on Facebook or on my channel or in one of the last live streams, but I'm going to go and try one of those. Maybe I shouldn't actually, it could be dangerous. So I do like my chocolate, so, but yeah, it's something I'm going to have to do. My goodness, it's really busy down here as well. Lots going on, lots of music. Angela, can you go by... Can I go by the Scotsman? Yes, I'm just coming up by the Scotsman now actually. You can see we're just coming up here, look. And yeah, look, check out the Scotsman bar here. It's actually quite busy this evening, which is good to see. Loads of sports. You've got some really good sports bars down here. Lots of people are in, it must be half time. I feel a little bit of juddering here on my gimbal. I hope the picture is still okay. Right, sunset wise, we're not getting any kind of sunset whatsoever. What a shame, guys, what a shame. I'm so sorry. That is the best I can do for the sunset. Normally you get an absolutely gorgeous sunset from over here in Palmanova. Not tonight. Right, let's head back. Now, I'm just going to quickly point out the Leonardo Hotel over here, the Leonardo Royal Hotel. I can see an enormous St Bernard dog in the water. They're quite famous over here in Palmanova. I don't know whether you've noticed on your travels. Let's head on back down in the direction of Palmanova this evening. It's good atmosphere out tonight actually. Look, we've got a tiny little bit more of a sunset this evening. This is the best I can do. I was hoping for the epic views tonight. We're not getting them. Marie, you're heading to a camp tomorrow on Tuesday. Hopefully bump into you. May well bump into me actually. I tend to be all over the island. I've met so many subscribers this week as well, which has been really rather nice. I've been popping up all over the place actually, so lots and lots of different places to head to. Let's head up these steps here. Right, so we are coming up past. Let's head on out of Palmanova. I'm just coming up by the Fergus style Tobago. I'm often asked to have a look at this hotel, so we're going to kind of get the bottom up look at it. It's a gorgeous 5-star hotel. It's obviously, we passed another Fergus style hotel a little bit further back on Palmanova beach, but this is a very good quality hotel. It's in a fantastic location too. Now this road coming down here, this is coming around the Torre loop. So anyone who is staying, I do have a list here, if you're staying in the Allure Sun Torre Nova, well the Leonardo, if you're staying over in the Elba Sunset or the Florida or the Flamboyant, they are up on this loop here, and they're basically within about 5 to 10 minutes walk from down here in Palmanova. Let's head on down the strip. I'm just coming up past the Comodoro Playa too. Got the Vista Nova as well, right up behind. Right next door to the Fergus style apartments. Just trying to get across the road here. Always be a little bit wary actually, if you're over here and you're crossing the road, just be wary of the zebra crossings. Cars don't always stop. Just make sure they're actually going to stop before you try and cross. Particularly if you're from the UK and you take for granted that cars do stop. They don't always like stopping over here. Everyone does seem to be in a little bit of a hurry. Accidents can happen too. So it's quite nice to see in September that everything's quite bustling over here in Palmanova. We're going to see what Magaluf is like. Now, we're a little bit early in the evening to see a very busy strip. It's going to be completely unlikely we're going to see very much life over here, but we're going to walk down through there anyway and just take a quick look what early evening looks like down on Magaluf Strip. Now, as we hurtle towards the second half of September, we're going to start hearing about the closing parties over in Magaluf, and I do believe that BCM is having its closing party at the end of the month. So if you are coming over to Magaluf for particularly a kind of like party holiday, you're going to need to make the most of the next 2 weeks, because after that point we're going to start seeing a very, very different scene. Actually feels quite lively already. Maybe it's just this corner. There seems to be quite a few people around. Just coming up towards Mulligan's. You can see the Flamboyant as well around the Torre Nova loop just in front of me. I'm just going to turn the camera around here so you can just have a quick look down. Let's head on down the strip here. Now, most people are out for a bite to eat, so I don't think you're going to find many people out partying just yet. It's a little bit early on in the evening. Oh, Chris, do you know what? That's a great idea. I must check out the Flamboyant Caribe Hotel. I won't go in with the live stream now because I'm quite, what's the word? I stand out a little bit with my gimbal and phone here. I will get stopped, so it's probably not the best idea, but I mean, maybe another time I'm going to pop it in there and go and check it out. Now I can see we're just coming up past the Three Lions here. Hey, how are you? You good? Yeah. I can just see my friend there from outside the Three Lions. A lady who works outside. It's a very friendly bar actually. She recognises me. I always say hello to her on the way down. If you want to quickly get to the beach as well, there's some steps that just go down towards Magaluf beachfront here. But we're going to head on to the beachfront in just a second. Let's just cross over the road. Now the music is starting over here in Magaluf. You can hear they've turned up the volume already. They just need people. So let's see. But we're looking at a very, very dead strip here at the moment. It does tend to get a little bit better later on in the evening. Of course, the busiest months you're going to find over here in Magaluf are going to be during July and August. But you're going to get the last of party animals coming over here for the rest of the month. Oh, and some girls are already on it, which is great to see. It's actually quite nice not walking down here and it being completely dead. So but there are plenty more places to watch the football down here too. Just coming down past the Lenins on my left. Can I do a stream? Hold on, hang on a second. Let me just see that message disappeared. Can I do a stream in Poyensa? Is this? Do you want me to go to Porto Poyensa or Poyensa town? I think over the winter I will do a stream over in Poyensa town. I haven't actually done one from there yet. Stephen, good afternoon. I'm so glad you're on this live tonight because I know that you are a fan of Palmanova. Thank you very much for your super chat. Much appreciated. Really nice to have you here as well. I wasn't sure whether I get given a little bit late notice actually with this live today. I've had quite a few changes, unexpected changes of plans, so just have to roll with it to be honest, but there you have it. Now let's have a quick look. Oh, I can see some pink hair to my right. People heading out, but it's quite quiet down here. Let's head on down towards the beach. Now, while the season does go on to the end of October, you're going to start finding these areas getting a little bit quieter, and then they will be closed by the end of October. So, Deborah, oh bless you. Deborah, thank you very much for your super chat this evening too. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Deborah. I'm going to be, hopefully, the weather just looks so iffy this week. I'm not sure where I'm going to be filming this week. There are a few places I do want to try and get out to on the island. Tomorrow is looking like the best day, which I'll try and do a couple of hours of filming tomorrow, but we do actually have plans for the day, so there isn't going to be so much I can do, not as much as I wanted to do actually. So all the super chats tonight, it will be going into my car. I will be getting out and about around the island as well. Now, one thing you're going to notice down here is the lack of music. I'm just coming down past Crusoe's. It's a little bit on the quiet side down here. It used to actually be very, very, very lively and vibrant, but there's a distinct lack of music down here. Let me just turn the camera around. Let's have a quick look along the beach. Yeah, then Linda, the end of the season is actually, this is such a nice time of year to come out, just simply because it does make the winter feel a little bit shorter. Before we plunge into Christmas, before we plunge into November and December, it's nice to come out for a little bit of sunshine in October. It's a fantastic time of year as well. Bless you, Stephen, you're going to watch from the start. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, Anne, there are over 200 watching. Thank you so much everyone for joining this rather cloudy live stream this evening from, well, we're in Magaluf now. If you've just joined the stream, we're just coming up past Magaluf Beach. You can see little islands out in front of me. We're just coming down the side of Ocean's Beach as well, which is also very quiet. But I have to say, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised, apart from coming down the strip now, because of course the strip will not be busy at something like 8 o'clock in the evening. I don't know what time it is, but because the strip would not be busy at this time, all the restaurants are, which is fantastic to see. Just coming up towards Blackbeard's as well, and look, they've still got the little kids park area. We've got the bouncy trampolines over here in Magaluf Square. There's nobody in them because, well, any kids that would be here over on holiday are back in their home countries. You don't tend to find local kids down here on the trampoline so much. Glen, sorry. Black Lizard Island, the island right in front of us. To my left hand side, I call it Black Lizard Island. I actually call it Seagull Island because thousands of seagulls live over there. Now look, we're just coming up towards Blackbeard's here. Look how busy it is still, which is really nice to see. This is another restaurant that also has live music too. They normally have a guitarist in for the evening. This is one of my favourite places to eat. But they will be closing towards the end of October. So make sure if you're over here, come down and try out this restaurant too. Always fantastic food over here, always fantastic food. I just want to say a very quick hello to Glyn as well. Glyn, I don't think you're on the live stream this evening. But if you are watching on the replay from over in Margate, just want to say a very quick hello to you. Also, I know my mum is going to be watching this too. I never say hello to my mum, and my mum actually watches my channel as well. So, mum, if you're watching this on Sunday afternoon, which you probably would have been watching had I been doing this on a Sunday, I hope you're enjoying it. So, now we're coming up past Ibiza. I can hear Jamiroquai playing out of one of the restaurants here too. But check out, look, I'm just going to hold the camera up here. You can see how busy it is down here on the beachfront here in Magaluf. How are we doing for time here? 45 minutes. Do you know what? While I'm outside of Bondi here, it's quite quiet here this evening. So I'm going to take a quick look over. Let's go and have a look at the bottom of the strip. Let's go and have a look at Stereo. Let's see what's going on down here too, and Temple. Let's go and see if Magaluf Square's still open as well. It should be. There should be lots going on down there too. But look, we're just coming up past Kalama Beach as well. We've got some really lovely restaurants down here. Literally something for everyone. If you're coming over here to party, you've got places to go out in. If you're over here with a family, or you're over here with your partner, there are places to go as well. So this is absolutely, I know a lot of people don't like Magaluf, but this resort is slowly becoming a little bit more accessible and open to just about everybody who wants to come over here on holiday. And as you know, and you would have seen from my past videos, well, the beach is one of the best on the island too. Right, we're just at the bottom of the strip here. You can see the slingshot in the background. See the two purple poles here. The strip is looking very quiet. We expect a lot of people to be deposited on the strip a little bit later on. It is a Saturday night. It should get a little bit more busy. Let's keep walking around. Stereo is pumping out some music. I've got one of the best shoe shops here in the southwest. Calzolda's Inca over here. Probably going to have a sale on as well for flip-flops and sandals. Definitely worth popping in. Let's have a quick look at the square. Let's go and have a look. Now, in theory, they should have some sport on down here too. Let's go and see what's going on here tonight. Wayne over in Exeter, it's been wet all day, so I have heard. So hopefully you're going to get some sunshine over here in October. I think because we always get weather over here in in phases. So whenever we have this kind of a slightly turbulent weather where we don't get the blue skies and the sunshine for a few weeks, that does normally mean that we are going to get hit by blue skies and sunshine in a few weeks. So I'm actually expecting quite a sunny October here for the end of the season. Let's have a look. It's not too busy over here in the square tonight. They've got a little bit of football on to my left hand side. Got a few parties in tonight. It's a great spot, and as you can see, it's right behind BCM nightclub as well. So let's turn around, let's head on. Let's go a little bit further up this way. By the way, if you do need a cash point over here in Magaluf, you can pop on over to the location, which is on my right hand side. We're just coming up past the back of the Calvia Beach Hotel here. Yeah, and it is a brilliant shoe shop. I think I'm getting these messages slightly on delay. Sarah, can I speak fluent Spanish? Well, I'll tell you what, this week I've had quite a social week this week because my summer was very unsocial. I was just working solidly every single day, trying to get content done, not just for the summer but also for the winter, so I can keep bringing out lots of videos over the winter time. So this week I've kind of had a bit of a week off in terms of work, and I actually had over this week a really good friend of mine. He's Spanish, who now lives in Barcelona and who used to live over here in Mallorca when I first moved here, and she was one of my original language, we call them intercambios, language exchange friends. We'd always meet up every single week in a bar in the old town. I'd bring some friends along, she'd bring some friends along, and we would always meet, but the friends would always come and go from week to week, and we met so many people that way as well. So she was over, and I'm pleased to say that we actually spoke more Spanish than English. So my Spanish isn't fluent in terms of sounding like I'm Spanish at all. I've still got this British accent, which I'll never get rid of because I personally think I'm too old to lose it. But so a very long answer to a short question. Yes, I can speak Spanish quite fluently, but of course I get the grammar wrong as well all the time. And of course, because of my accent as well, a lot of people think that I actually struggle with Spanish, and I don't. Just getting the words out sometimes and the pronunciation. But there are loads of apps actually. If you're coming over here on holiday, you can get a really good start on learning Spanish. Really with like either Babbel or also the Duolingo app as well. You can practice on that every single day. It's worth doing. Oh my goodness, we have got, it's that Shah from Nova Scotia in Canada. He stayed in Magaluf in June and loved it, and you're counting the days until next June. You're coming back. Oh my goodness me. Now I do know that we've had quite a lot of Americans over this summer, but fantastic to hear you've come over from Canada and from Nova Scotia. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Look, we've got a little cluster of shops here. The lights are starting to come on in the resort. And we also have, I can't see your name here, is it Ige from Istanbul? Oh my goodness, you're flying tomorrow. The weather reports show conditions differently. Do you know what it is? You're not going to find, I did actually upload a video, I think it was last week, talking about where to find weather forecasts on the islands and some of the sources where you can get the weather forecasts. You are going to invariably see different versions of those weather forecasts. Yesterday, all these weather warnings popped up on my phone. I even actually had an email from the bank saying, just to make you aware, we're having some severe weather on the islands, and I think about 2 drops of rain fell. So even if you are looking at that weather forecast, if you're coming over, what we get might not actually be what you are seeing on your phone. I was sitting there staring at the weather alerts, and we literally had about 5 drops of muddy rain, and that was it. Oh look, we're right outside the inside here, and the rooftop swimming pool. I still have not tried this place actually, but I really would rather like to give it a go one day before the season shuts. Keith Grant, good evening. So lovely to have you on the live stream, and thank you very much for your super chat tonight as well, Keith. Thank you. Sarah, yeah, look, just pointing out here what's really quite famous in Spain, and they're all over the island. There's one up in Port de Soller, there's one in Palma, and the shop over in the corner here, it's called Alehop. I don't know if you have it over in the UK, because I haven't really been to a big city in the UK for a couple of years. But Alehop is a fantastic shop. It's got loads of really good value stuff in it, really cute notebooks and stuff. Definitely worth going in. A couple of really nice looking restaurants here too. Look, got a lovely looking Indian. I really must come down here and try that actually. I'm a big Indian food fan. Another place over here called the Food Factory. Now actually the lights are coming on. I'm actually noticing places that I hadn't actually noticed before over here in Magaluf, but we've got another nice looking place too. I literally don't know what kind of food they serve. I've only just spotted it now. Let's go and have a quick walk down the beachfront as well and see what that's like. It's so nice, the lights are coming on now. We should get some nice views down here along Magaluf Beach. Diane, good evening Diane. So you don't have Alehop over there? I think it might be a German brand. I have a feeling it may be a German brand. Right, I'm just outside. This is the Britannia. I think it's the Britannia. This bar here is pretty iconic over here in Magaluf. I'm just up the road from Benny Hills too. Linda, I'm sorry I didn't get down there this evening. I'm going to head along the beachfront. Let's just have a quick look. Oh my goodness, I'm standing in the middle of the road. So as many of you know, or maybe if you don't, if you're new to Magaluf, we've got a whole line of bars and restaurants and hotels down here. We've got the Samos Hotel and BCM down here on my right hand side. Just looking around here to Bar Mo's on the corner here, we've got another whole collection of bars too. If you keep heading down this street, I think that takes you down towards the Pirate Show. Got another piano bar over here too, which is very, very lively. But there's a whole queue of people trying to get inside. Let's pop down the side here. Actually, let's go. I can just see an exchange rate here. If you're coming on over soon, if you're changing pounds into euros, it's for £1 you're going to get yourself €1.14. Oh no, I tell a lie, you're going to get €1.12 to the pound. If you come and change it over here in Magaluf, it says cash and no commission, so that's pretty good to see. So it seems that we're warming up to quite a nice night over here, not only in Palmanova but also in Magaluf too. Nice mix of people out tonight. You can see actually as I'm coming down through here, Magaluf does get such a bad rap, but the majority of people I'm seeing over here this evening are either families or couples coming out for the evening, and local residents too. Let's have a look at the beach. Yeah, you can see the lights just coming on down here in the distance as well. What time is it? My goodness, I've been streaming here for nearly an hour. I'm going to walk down the beachfront a little bit further here. Let's head on down. Let's see what these restaurants are like. Let's see how busy they are. Thank you to the 200 people who are currently on this live stream. thank you so much for joining me this Saturday. I know you do have other things to be doing with your lives and also other things to watch on YouTube or on mainstream TV, but I'm always very grateful to have an audience here of people who really want to see what Magaluf and Palmanova and, well, to see what Mallorca is like. So thank you so much for joining. But there is a lovely atmosphere down here tonight. Not all of the bars are playing banging music either. You've got some nice tunes in quite a few of the bars here. You've got a little bit of house music playing to my left hand side here, which is rather lovely. And that's the Zero Boat House, which you can just see to my left hand side. We're coming up to the very popular Tom Brown's. This is an absolutely fantastic and hugely popular spot, and my goodness me, it's quite busy in here this evening too. Really good value food. It's been down here for absolutely ages as well. So you regulars here in Magaluf, you're going to know Tom Brown's very well. It's making me hungry actually. I can smell some really nice food. Coming up past the Happy House as well, another really good value restaurant too. It always amazes me actually finding these really good value restaurants over here beachside. Not everywhere has turned into a kind of a very expensive beach club or beach bar. So there really is something for every budget down here. So let's keep walking along. Coming up past the Daiquiri Lounge. I've barely seen the Daiquiri Palace, sorry. I've barely seen this place open this summer. I don't know why. I've got absolutely no idea why, but I can see it's open now. I don't know whether it just opens at certain times of the day, but I've barely seen it open down here. Let's see. And just see a few more comments popping up here. Oh, Caroline, bless you. That's really sweet of you. Thank you for that kind comment as well. Oh my goodness, Jeff, you've been coming over to Magaluf since 1982. Wow, that is amazing. So all the changes that we've been hearing about in Magaluf, I really hope that this resort still offers you value, because this resort has attracted so many loyal holiday makers here over the years, and I know they're trying to make it a little bit more upmarket, but we can already see here how the atmosphere has changed down here in Magaluf. It's not the big party destination so much, at least everywhere else in the resort, away from the strip. So it's fantastic. This is still proving to be a really good holiday destination for you too. Just coming up past Hadley's here. Had a really strange experience trying to book a place, because I wanted to go and try it out, and maybe I'll make a video about it. But basically a friend of mine, who had come to the island for a few days, she lives over here, she's been away working and she's back for a few days. So we were looking for somewhere really nice to go for the day, and we couldn't even get a price list for Hadley's without giving up our telephone number and our email address, which was slightly bizarre. So maybe I was looking at the wrong part of the website, but we kind of gave up and we went somewhere else. I do have a video out about where we went to and where it offers amazing value. Maybe another time we'll get to go and see this beach club, who knows. John and Joe, you're watching from Bradford. Welcome from Bradford. Just coming up past Bondi Beach. The music's starting up here. Quite a few people in this evening. Do you know what? I'm gonna head on down to the beach. That's where we are. Because there are not very many people out this evening on the beach, I think it's doable to go onto the beach tonight. I'm perfectly aware I've gone more or less the same route that I went last time, but I think it shows off the very best of Magaluf and how busy it is down here. So Oh my goodness, I'm going to walk along the wall here. Dicing with danger. Let me just give you some views because the lights are starting to come on down here in Magaluf. Let's have a good look from the jetty. Now the beaches during the day, even though the schools have gone back, the beaches are still pretty busy. I've noticed all week actually, it's been busy up in Alcudia. It's been, well, I'm not sure if it's been busy today, but it's been busy in Palmanova. Son Matias beach was packed today, particularly where the sunbeds were. A lot of people are coming over to rent sun lounges and beach umbrellas. And look, I can see somebody's in the water. This is a great time of the evening to go for a swim too. Let me just show you how absolutely gorgeous it is down here tonight. Lee, don't, honestly. Wouldn't be the first time, I'm telling you. My goodness, Wayne, you've been over here, you've been coming over since 19, is that 90, oh my goodness, 89. You've been coming over here since 1989. That is a long time ago. That's over 40 years, my goodness me. I hope I'm not making you feel old, but my goodness, that's a long time. Mint, you're going to be here next Wednesday. Brilliant, fantastic. I hope you are enjoying these views this evening. I've got 205 people on this live stream. My goodness me. What's Magaluf like in November? I've been asked. It's quiet. It's a completely different experience to what you are going to find over here in even September. It's going to be a lot cooler, but I'll tell you what, on a sunny day, it is like paradise. It'll be the closest thing you can get to the Caribbean. We will be seeing people sunbathing on the beach over in November. At the same time though, we can get some really heavy storms as well. Chris, it's absolutely gorgeous this evening. And yes, it is very, very quiet over here because of course a lot of the businesses will close. So if you're coming over in November, all these places you can see down here are going to be closed. Of course, there are a few places that will stay open, and I'll be back in November as well to let you know where those are. We always get a token couple of bars that open on the strip as well, which do stay open for all the workers that are over here. So of course the place is open. It's also a big residential area. You've got a lot of people actually living over here in Magaluf. So there are lots of cafes open. You've got Aldi, the supermarket, open as well. There's a few bars too. Same goes in Palmanova. Not everywhere closes down, but a few places do. And look, there's still some people in the water, just to show how absolutely boiling it is. Can you get a cheap hotel? I've been asked. Have a look on my website. Have a look on MallorcaUnderTheSun.com. I've got some links for Jet2, for Booking and Expedia. Go and have a search on there, and then filter by price as well. You could get yourself a bargain. Any more questions before I finish this live stream this evening? Do I stay out in Mallorca all year? Yes, I do, Chris. I live here. I live just up the coast actually. I live a little bit further that way over towards Palmanova, and I absolutely love winter over here. It's just such a different experience. It's nice to come and walk along really empty, gorgeous, beautiful beaches too. Yes, Jeff, Spanish bars will be open. There's lots of bars that are open, catering for people that live and work over here, just like me too. You'll be surprised that actually, and also over in Palma, the capital city Palma, you're going to find the entire city open as well. You're going to find lots of places open anywhere where there's a port town as well. So people obviously have to work here, so you're gonna see a lot of places open. It's not all dead. Amanda, are you in the chat as well? Amanda, yes you are. Amanda, good evening. Admin Amanda from the Facebook group, lovely to have you here. Also Louise, just want to say a very big hello to Louise from the YouTube channel Southwest Sundays. Louise is going to have a video, I hope, coming out tomorrow as well. Make sure you check that out. Has it been raining a lot here? Asks Mandy. No, it hasn't actually. Apart from the storms we had over in the very end of August, we've had very little rain since. We've had a few showers, a few spits and spots, but nothing major. Even though we had the storm warnings on Friday, nothing really fell over here too. Any more questions? Sorry, I'm just leaving you with this lovely view here while I'm just looking at the chat coming through. Do bars and restaurants in Cannes Picafour stay open to the last week of September? They will be staying open until the very last week of October. You may find a few as well staying open. Actually, even over here in Palmanova and Magaluf, you're going to find some places staying over into November as well. They're not all going to shut their doors on the 31st of October. You're going to find some hotels closing very definitively on the 31st of October, but you're going to find a lot of restaurants trying to keep their doors open for a little bit longer into November. Big shout out to Karen and Andy over in Yorkshire. Safe, thank you, James. I can't remember where I parked my car. It's going to be interesting going to find it. Is there a direct bus connection between Magaluf and Arenal? No, there isn't. You're going to have to get the 104 bus into Palma. That 104 bus goes by basically every 15 minutes. Hop on that bus, it'll take you right into the bus station. From the bus station, come up overground, and you can jump on a blue EMT bus which will take you over to Arenal, just outside of Plaza España. So you've got lots going on down in Arenal as well. If you want maybe more of a vibrant nightlife as well in Playa de Palma, you've got lots of partying Germans over there too. So it's quite lively. I made a couple of videos over in Playa de Palma. You can see how different it is. This is why Magaluf always gets such a bad rap, but my goodness, if you want to find out where the party's at, go to Playa de Palma. Jeff, yes, I shall see you in October. Lee, I hope to see you guys in October as well. Chloe, will the nightlife in Magaluf? No, there will be absolutely no nightlife over here in Magaluf in the middle of November at all. It's going to start winding down in October. In fact, I did do a live stream over here from the end of October last year where I did walk up through the strip, and you can see how dead it was. So go back and check that out on my channel. It'll give you a really good idea. If you want the nightlife over here in Magaluf, come beforehand, preferably in the next couple of weeks. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all the questions this evening. Takara, you're watching from Manchester. If the live chat has gone from this, it would have been because I've been demonetised. I took my eye off the ball back there in Palmanova. Thanks to everyone who joined the chat this evening. And thanks to everyone as well who super chatted me tonight. That's been super kind of you. I always really appreciate the super chats. It's going to help me get into my car this week and get out to other parts of the island to make some more amazing content for you to help you plan your holiday over here in Mallorca. Okay guys, I'm going to leave you now with a few final views of the resort. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to turn the camera around. We've got a few people coming over. Have an amazing Saturday wherever you are watching from in the world. If you're catching up on Sunday, I'm wishing you a very fantastic Sunday as well from wherever you are watching in the world too. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing next weekend, but I will be doing a live stream from somewhere on the island, and hopefully we're going to have much better weather than we had this evening. Thanks very much guys. Have a fantastic Saturday. I shall see you soon. Goodbye for now.